So there's a quiet season for every business. Just know when to run for it.
Yeah,
For our home type of business, the Ember Month, you don't joke with the Ember Month.
you have to be ready.
I don't travel. I don't go anywhere. I stay on spot.
I have to ginger. But then, on those hard days, how do you do it? Like, no, not even the slow days on sales. No, even in the ember months, right? There are days that you just feel tired. So, one says tenacity it's easy for you to display tenacity on the poster. Put a poster, you take a picture, edit it, and you look all put up together and all good. But there are days where you even if you put up everything together, it's still not that day. Even in the high and peak periods, not that day. How do you push yourself through that? Is it motivation? Is it discipline? What do you do at that point? Welcome to Founders Unfiltered. Today we are talking about a habit that's holding many of us back, the apology task. Sometimes we soften our voices, we shrink our tones just to fit into a particular space. But guess what? I have somebody in this space who doesn't play that game. She's a no-no when it comes to that game. She does not shrink, she does not soften her tone. She's not even in the mood to fit into any space. She's built a brand from being not just loud, being audacious, being visible, being out there. She has put herself, the literal meaning of she carries her brand on her egg. She has built her own space. And you know that thing where people say, what do you bring to the table? This particular guest of mine, like she built the table. Then she invited all of us to come and sit on the table and dine and also see what's happening on the table. Today, I'm not talking about any other person, but the audacious one and only existing Mafly over Olanike. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming on Founders Unfiltered. Thank you. I'm going to go very, very straight. Okay. Where did the name come from? Mafly. And when did you even adopt the name Mafly over?
Well, I think my customers gave it to me just like that. The star is by the fly that has always been there from the first one to the present one. Has always been there. But I think one of them saved my contact as my flyover and she took a screenshot from my, I think, WhatsApp status and she requested for an item. And I said, wow, is this what you will store your vendors' names with? And I posted it on Facebook and everybody was like, yeah, my flyover, you don't get a new name. And it sticks. And you know that it's something that's like it has become a brand for you. Like some people don't even remember your name. yes, it has.
Like on my phone, your name is Olanike Mafly. Me. I'm not surprised. So a lot of people. And I like it. I like the fact that you're able to own that space. You're able to dominate that space. And to be honest, even if there are 10 shops that open around where you are, nobody can own that. I think it's straight man to me. What do you think?
I'll consider that.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you a very simple question. In your line of career, was there a time where you were not this visible? Have you always been visible from the first day?
No, we all have prices to pay. And Rome was not built in a day. I've not always been this visible. In fact, till now, I still think I'm not visible enough. In some ways, yes.
You think so? Yes, I don't think so. I feel like maybe it's just a little here and there, but when it comes to the South, not just Akwa Ibom, I know that your name is one to reckon with. And that flyover, that ma flyover, that signature name, right? So I'm also going to ask you, has been quiet maybe before now? Did it cost you anything? Did it cost you influence, money? Has this name been able to earn you more money? Or do you think you would have done better just running your normal real jobs like?
The name it always strikes up a conversation every time. Like, people are curious. "Ah, is she selling flyover? Is she living there? Is the strike under the flyover? That makes people be interested in what is going on there.
They want to know.
Yes, but even before the name started ringing bell all over the town, we're still doing well.
Nice. Well, that's something like the print and it's quite strategic, right? So here's the thing. A lot of women come out because maybe they just become visible because they don't want to dim their lights, or they just feel like, oh, I shouldn't dim my lights, right? But for you coming out and being this visible, is it was it a strategic move? Was it strategic? Did you sit down and plan that, okay, I am going to do one, two, three, four? I know I followed your social media page. I follow your pages. I'm your friend on Facebook, right? And I know one thing. Last this year when you opened your new shop, you said last year you did three sales, you did a lot of it. So coming out through that period, was it a strategic move, or did you just do it because you needed to do it?
I needed to do it. And I'm one woman that doesn't have what do we call this in the due at the beginning of the year.
New Year resolution.
No, it's not a resolution.
Vision board.
Vision board. Okay, I've never had a vision board. That's the truth. I'm not against people doing it, but I just know that I need to be more confident. I need to show up more. If people don't know you, they can't support you.
That's all. That's all.
If you don't show up, they can't find you. So that's just it for me. Is not much of a strategy. And every year I wake up, I just know what I want for the year. And I don't pick a lot of things. I just one or two things pick. I have a friend that said you better, yes, in this area, and I focus on it.
Okay, I have a friend that says if you have more than five, if you have more than five, what's that thing called? As goals, you are going to lazy yourself.
Yeah.
So just have five, have 10. You just know, okay, I need to just do this and just chase that. Yeah, so talking about showing up. We know as entrepreneurs, right? There are days we just want to sleep it. There are days you just want to. There are days you're just tired and all these. Just slow lazy. Or you're like, why? I have those that I'm like, who sent me? Why? Why should I even go?
We've all been there. Every business has its own quiet seasons. You just have to know that okay, this is it's January.
It's generous.
So you cannot lock yourself up and be crying. It's not only you.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
It's not only you. So it's everywhere. So there's a quiet season for every business. Just know when to run for it.
Yeah,
For her home type of business, the ember months, you don't joke with the ember months.
you have to be ready.
Yeah, I don't travel. I don't go anywhere. I stay on spot. I have to ginger.
But then, on those hard days, how do you do it? Like, no, not even the slow days on sales. Even in the ember months, right? There are days that you just feel tired. Someone says tenacity it's easy for you to display tenacity on a poster. Put a poster, you take a picture, edit it, and you look all put up together and all good. But there are days where you even if you put up everything together, it's still not that day. Even in the high and thick periods, not that day. How do you push yourself through that? Is it motivation? Is it discipline? What do you do at that point? Do you think if I have to?
At times I pray. At times I cry if I have to cry. Sometimes I just sleep it.
I remember a time where I got so tired. I think I was just mentally tired. So I went back home that night. That was around, we had an event, right? And I got back from around 11:30 to 12. And I was just crying on the road. I literally just cried. I got home and my mother was like, what's wrong? I said, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just tired. I'm just tired. No, babe, I'm just tired. And it's like, okay, so what's wrong? What is wrong? I said, I'm just tired. I just want to sleep. I am tired. But guess what? The next day, I mean 6 a.m. I was here and I was out. And for me that taught me that you just have to sometimes take a break,
Yeah.
fix yourself, and then go all over again. But you can't just shut in and say, okay, I'm tired, let me just slow down and just stop there, right? So I also look out for
Slowing down is good.
it's good.
Is don't stop.
Don't just stop.
Don't stop.
Okay. Then I want to ask you something because I've seen it taking a very big move, right? It's easy to build, to start building, right? Then sustaining the tempo is another phase. Then getting to a point where you own the space is another thing. A lot of us are tenants in the places we work. But you see, you move from being Mafly over as a tenant to Mafly as a landlady. Big move, big risk. Yeah. Is that your first big risk as a business person?
No, not at all.
Want to share?
Okay, in 2022, I think I moved from a store downstairs and I moved upstairs. And a lot of people like, you like Chris? Who will climb upstairs and buy from you? And then I used to sell a lot of things. I sold makeup, I sold perfumes. I just, it wasn't strategically. I just knew that these things were not moving anymore. So I had to like, okay, cut down on those things and just look for things that would bring people from far and wide.
Fast moving things too.
They were they were not necessarily fast moving things, luxury items. People, do you know? People started coming from Eket or around to come and shop for me when I moved upstairs.
Wow.
Yes,
Wow.
and they will claim.
Visibility too. Visibility and God. The God.
So I could say that was the biggest risk I took in my business. It was either moving upstairs at that same location or moving out of that location permanently. And when you had already started being called Mama Flyover, how do you prep?
Because I don't understand why you've been in that space for a very long time. Now, another thing is you see, this era, the social media era, people tend to control other people's narratives. And it's about perspective. How I see you is maybe different from how another person sees you. Now, when I want to write about you, it may not be the same when another person will write about you. And at that point in time, you have a lot of narratives, you have a lot of opinions, you have a lot of this, a lot of that. It's always noisy. How are you even able to build that care, to build yourself away from that noise so that when people are making reference to you on social media, they're not making reference to you based on their own narrative? Because I've got to see, I've had to read about you, right? I've had to read about you, besides just knowing you as a person. I had to read about you. And going through it, I've seen that it's a constant thing. What you put out is literally what other people put out about you. So how were you able to do that? I know how you were able to do that, but I'm sure many people may not even know that. How were you able to do that? To control the narrative and the perspective other people had about you.
The truth is, in the world and the perception is reality.
Yeah.
Even when it's not always true, even when it's not literally that way. When people see you as, oh, she's proud, before you know it, you start being proud because too many people have called you proud.
Yeah, then let me just leave it. Let me leave what I'm quite telling.
But the truth is, there's a lot of noise out there lately, and if you don't give a description, we're all trying to build a community. Everybody's building their own community in their own little way. Even if you don't show up every day, there are people waiting for you. Once you put out a post, they will grab on it. Oh, beautiful. Oh, if you need an advice, if you need recommendation, you see people commenting on your post and giving you those things. The truth is, what we put out there is really, 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 really a factor to how people still perceive us. And if you don't tell people who you are, they will define you in their own way.
But they want to.
Yeah, they will just define you in their own way. Like, oh, so some people will just say, oh, she's what do they call it? She's privileged. My father used to work in CBA, and I call her used to do so. Sometimes, even as I'm a private person, I try to still put out some of these things.
So they like work.
So that you know that okay, I'm still here to inspire you.
Okay. All right. That sounds interesting because for a media person, I understand the power of PR. I also understand the power of whatever you put out there. So for me, I'll tell people that the media shows you what they want you to see. They will not show you the back end. So as a person, you should be able to put out whatever you want people to see deliberately so that they can run with that. The moment you are quiet for your brand, you are quiet as a person, the media would naturally define you on their own terms, which is fine. I said to work on it. Said to work on it. But for now, I'm going to ask you a question. I know personally, I have words that I have deleted. You know, there are words in the dictionary, but there are also words that I have deleted from my personal dictionary. Like the words that will not make it I can't even let it run with me because of my personality, because of the brand I'm building around myself, right? So do you have words in the course of building your career, in the course of building your brand? Do you have words that you said, okay, this, no, it will never come up. I'll never have it. Don't say it around me.
Can I think of anyone right now? I'm not sure I can think of it all right now.
Okay, so mine is first of all, I don't take no for an answer. That could be a phrase. And I d- I always say there's no, for me it's phrases, right? I always say there is no problem without a solution. So long as there's a problem, there must be a solution. So my team knows, if they come to me and say, oh, we have this person, there's a solution. So long as there's a problem,
But you're not taking no. People will still tell you no.
people will tell you no.
I could have said no to being here today. Oh my, you have broken my heart. Hip on my heart. Look, would have called their crap. Or so would you consider putting it back in the dictionary? I would have. What's that? Okay, no, okay. This conversation we're having, it's still all about being able to say no.
Yeah. No, you should be able to
As a
say,
confident woman and a business woman, so customers come here and say, this is 15 naira. No, I want to pay 4 naira.
no, so
Madam, no.
no, for in my own part, the no is will be basically relative, right? So it's more like I can't do this. Teamwork, impossibility. I hear like you can do it. You know, if a woman walks up to me and says, I can't do this, I can't do this, I don't know, you can actually do it. If you put your mind,
Let's just say self-doubt. Well, it will be take accept it from hey, no self-doubt. Take it out. Don't second guess yourself. Strike it out.
are good. Listen. Okay, so we'll just round up with this, right? If you could look at your 20-year-old self in the mirror, I know it's very creepy, but just imagine you're in front of a mirror and the reflection you're seeing is not you. You're seeing your 20-year-old self. What would be that thing you would say to your 20-year-old self?
We did it.
Would you have any regrets?
No.
Would you have any thing you want to change?
Nothing.
Nothing. So your 20-year-old self will probably be proud of you.
Very, very, absolutely.
Like what's that one thing you want to speak to women out there? Because this program is anchored by Founders, the community of female founders who are building around real stories, real journeys, unfiltered conversations. And we believe that even after now, and a woman is looking at watching this, she should be able to pick something to go back. I know we've already said no self doubts this easy or that. Is there any other thing you want to say out there?
Yes.
Please say it. Please say it.
Number one, confidence is a business strategy.
Game changer.
And I also like to say your peace of mind in every situation with your customers, with your staff, your peace of mind is also profit. If you go out and come back and the only thing you have that day is peace of mind, try for yourself. Well, your peace of mind is profit. And also, growth is hard, but you can achieve it. You can do it. Trust me, it's lonely. A lot of people are very uncomfortable when you start growing. But do you want to grow or do you want people to like you?
Hmm.
Your choice.
And should I have said last one? No, you've made me think of something. Should I have said person? Find it. I should shade up. So have you ever been in that space? This way is like Jara. Have you ever been in that space where you had to shade people off because they were uncomfortable with your growth? Or have you ever had to deal with this? Like
A lot of times. Dislike, that one is one of it's lotion, like it's the sunscreen. It's sunscreen. Some people don't know you, they don't know anything about you, they just don't like you. Let them be. There's enough people in the world
to like
world
you.
to like you.
True.
And that your business. Never be ashamed of this.
Carry it on your head.
Read it out. Show it. It's a lack of confidence is one of the reasons of poverty that nobody talks about.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. So I've not had that from anybody before. So should I put it? I will put it.
Yeah.
Around that.
I know some people that they have businesses,
But they can't sell it.
they want you to post about the business. Say, Mafly, you have not helped me to post my business to your friends before.
But they're not.
ask you, are you ready to even bring that business and talk about that? They're ready to not tell us about your business. They're not. They are using vibes and inshallah.
So basically, what we can say is, first of all, carry your business on your head. It's very important. Build confidence. And for you to even build, apart from building it internally, you have to surround yourself with people who have been able to cross that hurdle. They've been able to build that personal confidence, and you need motivation. To be honest, you cannot do it alone in some cases. Reach out to somebody, speak to somebody. Forget that the needs to say, a problem shared is a problem you have just spread everywhere. No, no, no. You have to actually learn from another person. And I'm so glad. I'm glad that you are here and you took out this time to share this with us.
As one say,
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Until next time, see you. Thank you very much. Thank you.